Hello and welcome back to another day of a year of miracles. Today we are on A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 302. So let me dive right into this one. Where darkness was, I look upon the light. Father, our eyes are opening at last. Your holy world awaits us as our sight is finally restored and we can see. We thought we suffered, but we had forgot the Son whom you created. Now we see that darkness as our own imagining, and light is there for us to look upon. Christ's vision changes darkness into light, for fear must disappear when love has come. Let me forgive your holy world today, that I may look upon its holiness and understand it but reflects my own. Our love awaits us as we go to him and walks beside us, showing us the way. He fails at nothing. He, the end we seek, and he, the means by which we go to him. And that's it. That's our lesson for today. And this has come up a couple of times in the last 24 hours for me. We get into these places where we feel like we're so consumed by a fearful thing that is in our life, right? And we're afraid maybe to have a conversation with somebody. Maybe it's our loved one. We're afraid to have a conversation with them about something that's important. Or, maybe it's just something happening in the world that is bringing fear into our world. And we forget, right, that we are not alone. And we also forget that somebody, something that we are actually a part of goes with us wherever we go, right? We had forgot the Son whom you created. We forgot that we are connected to that one mind of God. But how do we invoke that when we're having these hard conversations, or we're in these situations that automatically bring fear into our lives, and we start trembling and not knowing what to do or what to say or how to get through the moment, right? That's the moment we have to put our right mind in charge and say, come and be here now with me, right? Invoke that higher sense of love that is the truth about who you are and what you are, right? And then when you have those conversations, you don't have to worry about finding the words. The words just come through, right? They just come because you are connected to that source where all of your power, all of your strength, all of your love is. And it is a practice, right? It's a practice to do that. And that's why we do these lessons every day. We're practicing to keep that connection so that when we get into those times where we are triggered, right, by something, and immediately that fearful part of us wants to jump up, we can say, no, I'm connected. I'm connected to my source of strength and power and love. I've got this, right? And you do. You've got this. We all have this. We just forget, right? So where darkness was, look upon the light today, right? Bring that love with you into your world today. Bring that connection to the light with you in the world today. And look upon the light where the darkness was. Look upon the light where the fear was. There's no need to fear, right? Because you are connected. I was listening to the Hay House Heal Summit yesterday. And one of the speakers, they're all amazing. But this one speaker was talking about how, he works with pro athletes and he, gets them, that he talks to them about, how to overcome and bring their A game, right? And what the mind does is it automatically goes through a series of possible projections of future outcomes to a scenario, right? So let's say you have to have a discussion with somebody and your mind is like thinking of all the possible projections of how this conversation is going to come out, and you get more fearful and more fearful and more fearful. And then all of a sudden, you're thinking, well, how am I going to react if he says this? How am I going to react if she says that? What am I going to say if this happens? And you think you have to prepare yourself, right? Well, I have to know exactly what to say in this moment. So your fearful mind is coming up with all of these fearful projections of the future, right? And what do we know about our mind? Well, we know we have approximately 60,000 thoughts a day. What else do we know about our mind? We know that when we think a thought, we're actually creating something. We're putting something out there into this virtual reality that we're living, and thought manifests word, manifests deed. So we are creating with our thoughts, right? So let's stop projecting all of these fearful possible future outcomes, because fear of a future outcome is an illusion. It hasn't happened yet, and now you're creating it with your mind. Let it go. Instead of doing that, let's just bring the one mind of love with us today, right? Let's bring that power with us and say, whatever I have to face today, I'm going to face it with love. I'm going to face it with power. I'm going to face it with light. And that is where all of my strength is going to come from today. I'm not going to project all of the possible fearful outcomes that could potentially happen from this future supposed scenario, which might not even happen, right? Let's just face the day, show up with this feeling of love, right? And share that. And let's see how our world might change today when we do that. Our love awaits us as we go to the one mind, right? And walks beside us, showing us the way, right? It's there. It's there for us to tap into all the time, not just sometimes, all the time. And you know what else? It fails at nothing. It always has the right answer to every scenario, everything, right? So let's try to bring that with us today into our world and let go of all of our future fearful projections of what may or may not happen to any particular thing that may or may not come up today, right? Let it go and connect, plug in today to that power source and stay connected. Even if you have to write it down on a card today and just write down today's lesson. Where darkness was, I look upon the light. And if you get into a fearful situation and all of a sudden it triggers something in you, pull out that card and say, I look upon the light, and let's find the light in this. Connect to that place of love. Give it away. Say, please come through me, my higher self that connects me to that one mind of love, that one mind of God. Come through me and help me get through this situation that I'm in right now, this trigger, this thing that's triggering me to choose fear. I'm not going to align with fear today. Today I align with love, right? And I look upon the light. And see how that works out for you, right? Maybe things will change a little bit today in your world. That's it. That's our lesson. Great to have all of you here this morning on the live feed. Good morning, Francine. Hey, Edmund. Great to see you here this morning. Hi, Eugene. Good to see you this morning. Good morning, Carl. Hey, Colette. Hey, Bill. Great to see you here this morning. Good morning, Joseph. Hey, everybody. Hi, Vera. Good morning, Alicia. Hey, Sandy. Great to see you here. Hi, honey. Good to see you on the live feed this morning. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Eric. Good morning, two Erics this morning. Great to see both of you here this morning. Hi, Pam. Great to see you. Hey, Kelly. Good to see you this morning. Good morning, Fred. Nice to see you. Hey, Phil. It's always great to see you jump on the live feed here. Terry says, you're reading my mind. No, your mind and mine are the same. I know. I love it. Isn't that great? And it's true, right? We get into these fearful situations and we just can't make them better by continuing to think fearful thoughts. So we just have to let that go. It's a practice, but it gets easier as you continue the practice and you stay connected every day. Hey, Laura, good to see you on the live feed this morning. Love and light, holiness is who we are. Grateful for this, for the source. Ah, that's really great, Vera. Yeah, and that's true. That's who we are. When we accept who we are, we can fail at nothing, right? That's just the way it is. Good morning, Sharon. Always wonderful to see you here this morning. Hey, Angel, good to see you. Hey, Deanna, nice to see you here on the live feed. Nice to see you joining this morning. Yes, Sandy. No, you're welcome. it really does help to explain the lessons as they pertain to what we're going through during the day. So I'm glad that the explanation is helping. Because, sometimes when we read these, it's like, when where darkness was, I look upon the light. What the heck does that mean, right? Well, when you think about it, we get triggered by all of these fearful things, and we get into arguments, and then we get angry because we're afraid. We're afraid of appearing small, or appearing that we're not enough, not good enough, not smart enough, not whatever, not enough. It's all a lie. All of that is just part of the fear. And we need to own what we are, the truth about who we are and what we are, and know that that is so powerful when you bring that with you. Good morning, Jim. Great to see you this morning. Hi, Yogi Kumar. Nice to see you this morning. Hey, John. Great to see you here this morning. And another John here on the live feed. Great to have you both join this morning. So see how this lesson changes your day. Look upon the light this morning instead of the darkness. And if you get triggered by fear, let it go and connect to that place inside of you that is connected to that one mind of love that we all share, and see how that shows up in your world and changes your world today. So that's it. That is our lesson for today, A Course in Miracles workbook lesson number 302. And I will be back tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. Hope you can join me again tomorrow. Great to see all of you here, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's so much fun spending these days with you and practicing these lessons with you. This is the first time I have done them every single day for a whole year. So this is new for me too. I've done them probably 6 or 7, maybe 8 times now, but never one a day, every single day. So thanks for joining me here on this journey. It's been a great journey, and we're still at it. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys, and have a great day. Bye.